Welcome to the Harry Jez Rugby Language channel. Today, I just want to talk about the World Rugby rankings currently. So we're going to start off with, we're going to do the women's ranking and the country, and then the men's ranking and the country. Okay, so in women to start off with, we've got world number one are the English. And their men's counterpart is the South Africans. Then number two is New Zealand. In the men, it's Ireland. France is number three in the world for women. And number four in the world, number three is New Zealand for... I said number four, but I made a mistake, so don't go at me in the comments section. So then, number four in women's is the Canadians. And then number four in the men's is the French. Then Australia's five in the women, followed by England in the men. Wales is sixth in women, and sixth is Scotland for the men. Italy is seventh in women, but that ranking in men is Argentina. Scotland is the eighth team in the world for women. Well, the Welsh are the eighth team in the world for men. The ninth team in the world for women is the USA. And then the Australian men are the ninth best 15s team. Ireland are 10 in women, but Fiji is the 10th team in the world for men. Then we go into double digits now. We go Japan, 11th in women, and then that's the same ranking for the Italians in the men. South Africa is 13th for the women, but that goes to Portugal in the men. Russia is 14th in women, but the Georgians take that rank in the men. The Dutch is the 15th best women's team, while the Samoans are the 15th best men's team. In women, the Samoans are 16th, while their counterparts and near neighbours Tonga are in the men. Fiji are 17th in women, and then it's the USA who are the 17th team in the men. Hong Kong are 18th, with Uruguay as the men's team. So Hong Kong in the women's. Sweden is 19th in the women's, but the 19th team in the men is Romania. Kazakhstan round up the top 20 in the women, while the Spanish do the same in the men. The Germans are the 21st best team in women, while that honour goes to the Canadians in the men. China is 22nd in women, while Namibia is the male team. Kenya and Chile are the respective 23rd teams. So Kenya's women's team is 23rd and Chile's men's team. Trinidad and Tobago is for the women in 24th. And Hong Kong is 24th in the men. While Belgium is 25th in the women. The Russians are 25th in the men. Madrid, no, not Madrid. Why am I saying Madrid for? Madagascar is 26th in the women. The Swiss are in the men. The Portuguese are 27th in women, while the Dutch are in the men. Colombians are 28th in women, while the Brazilians are in 28th for the men. The Tongans are 29th for the women, but 29th goes to Belgium in the men. Tunisia is 30th in the women, while Korea is 30th in the men. Cameroon is in Cameroon is 31st in the women, while Zimbabwe is in 31st for the men. We've got Poland in at 32 for the women, and Germany in at 32 for the men. The Dutch are 33 in the women, while the Polish are the 33rd team in the men. Finnish are the 34th women's team, while the Kenyans are in for the men. The Jamaicans are 35 in the women's, while the Czechs are in 35 for the men. Singapore is in 36 for the women, while Sweden is for the men. Zambia is 37th for the women, while Uganda is in 37th for the men. Guyana is 38th for the women, while Paraguay is for the men. Uganda is 40th for the women. Croatia is for the men. Croatia are 41st for the women, while the Colombians are at 1 for the men. The Romanians are 42 for the women, while near neighbours Lithuania are in 42nd for the men. Cote d'Ivoire is 43rd for the women. Sorry, I'm getting a bit tongue-tied there. For the women. And then Madagascar is for the men. Latvia, 44 is their ranking in women's rugby. This is, by the way, 15s. Malta is the 44th team in men's 15s rugby. The Czechs are in 46th for the women, while the Moroccans are 46 for the men. Norway is 45 for the women, and Sri Lanka is the same for the men. I forgot to do that one. Bosnia and Herzegovina is 47th. The Cote d'Ivoire is men's Cote d'Ivoire rugby team is 47. India in women is 48, while Tunisia is the 48th team for the men. Zimbabwe is 49 for the women, while Mexico does that favour for the men. Brazil is 50 in women, and Trinidad and Tobago round up the top 50 for the men. Thailand is for the women, 51, and Malaysia is for the men. Papua New Guinea is 52 in the women, while the Cook Islands are 52 in men. Switzerland is in 53 for the women, while Ukraine is the same number for the men. Uzbekistan is 54 for the women, while the Cayman Islands are that for the men. Burkina Faso is 55 for the women, and Singapore gets that ranking in the men. Sorry for that one. Forgot what I was saying there. Cayman Islands is 56 for the women, while Senegal is the same for the men. Botswana is 57 for the women, and Moldova is 57 for the men. Namibia is 60th for the women, while Bulgaria reaches that mark in the men. 61 is Serbia for the women, while while the UAE is 61 in the men. Barbados is 62 in women, while Luxembourg is the men. St. Vincent and the Grenadines is 63 in women's rugby. And Israel is the men's equivalent. Bahamas is the last ranking in the women's 15s game, and that is 64. Well, Kazakhstan does that for the men. 65 is Chinese Taipei or Taiwan, while 66 is Jamaica, 67 is Bermuda, and 68 is Zambia, with Nigeria in 69. Hungary in 70. This is now going into the men's only portion of the rankings, because we've finished all the women's rankings. So Serbia is 72, Guam is 73, 74 is Peru, 75 is Algeria, 76 is Botswana, 77 is Denmark, 78 is Finland, 79 is Venezuela. Now we've got to 80. 80 is Thailand, 82 is China, 84 is PNG, 85 is Ghana, 86 is India, 87 is Austria, 89 is Uzbekistan, 90 is Burkina Faso, 92 is Pakistan, 93 is Bosnia and Herzegovina, 94 is Iran, 94, 95, they've done a typo here, 94 is Laos, 95 is Laos, 96 is Nepal, 97 is Qatar, 98 is Turkey, 99 is Rwanda, 100 is Costa Rica, 101 is Niue, 102 is Bahamas, 103 is Burundi, 104 is Swaziland, 105 is Norway, 106 is Solomon Islands, 107 is Cameroon, 108 is Indonesia, 109 is Monaco, 110 is Greece, 111 is Vanuatu, and then the last ranking of the men's, 112, is American Samoa. Hope you enjoyed today's video. Sorry couldn't give you all. I could give you all the rankings for men's and women's rugby, but due to restraints in the rankings for the women, I've just added a few more. I just added to make this video a good video, I put in all 112 men's rankings to cover up the fact that there's only 64 women's ones. So I hope you enjoyed today's video. I'll see you in the next one. Harry is out. Please like and subscribe.